Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our online auction of Unit 1, number 27 Warwick this evening. My name's Ashley Crowell and I'll be your auctioneer. Assisting me behind the scenes today are Dennis, David, Daniel and Max. Now, for any of our registered bidders, if you do have any trouble during the bidding process, which hopefully you shouldn't, please give Max a call. His number is on the Anywhere Auctions website that you have logged on to now. It is 0409 024 834. Please call Max and he can help you through the process if you have any difficulties in the back end. On behalf of Darren Jones Real Estate and our owners, Sophie and Peter, who are at home watching this evening, we'd like to wish all our registered bidders the very best for the bidding here this evening. Now, the procedure I'll be using is I'll first summarise the contract before mentioning a few words about the property, then I'll be asking for your bidding. Now, the contracts we are using are the standard auction contracts that have been on display on the Anywhere Auctions website, so I won't read through them in their entirety, but I will draw your attention to a few of the more pertinent points. The contracts show we, Darren Jones Real Estate of 94 Greensborough Street, Greensborough, have been entrusted to sell the property known as and situated at Unit 1, number 27 Warwick Road in Greensborough here today. Now, terms for today's sale are quite simple. For the successful purchaser, upon signing the digital contract this evening, to provide a 10% deposit and the balance anywhere from 30 to 60 days' time, obviously taking some consideration around the Christmas and New Year period also. Now, the shadows remain with the property today are all the fixed floor coverings, light fittings and window furnishings as inspected, and also the workbench inside the garage will be staying with the property also. Now, attached to our contract is the most important documentation, which is the vendor statement, which shows that the property is zoned in a general residential zone under the Manual Planning Scheme, and the rates payable to the Manual City Council of $1,674.76 per annum, and there's also an annual insurance on the common land, being the driveway for the establishment, of $229.16. Now, if you are buying the property today on behalf of a proprietary limited company or in the name of a family trust, there's also a guarantee form you'll need to fill out and sign. Now, attached to our contract are the rules of conduct for bidding in an auction, and if you'll bear with me, they read as follows. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and conditions that have been available on the Anywhere Auctions website. The vendors have a reserve price, and as auctioneer, I'll indicate bidders on request. I will announce the amount by which the bidding can be advanced, and the law prohibits making of false bids. The rules permit vendor bids, so if I do take a bid on behalf of the vendor, I will announce it is a vendor bid. Once made, no bid can be retracted, and the vendor reserves the right to refuse any bid or withdraw the property at any time without declaring their reserve price. And finally, if there's any dispute concerning any bidding, I'll resume the auction at the last undisputed bid. So that's the documentation, ladies and gentlemen, a very simple contract which provides for a 10% deposit and the balance anywhere from 30 to 60 days' time. Now, if I could quickly say a few words about the home before I ask for your bidding here today. Look, it's a home, as we know, has drawn an enormous amount of interest during the course of our auction campaign, evident by the large number that has inspected the property at our open homes over the last couple of weeks. And why shouldn't homes in this locality are always sought after? The three things I always talk about in real estate: location, 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 and our property here this evening is absolutely prime location here in Greensborough. Very sought after pocket. Everything's in walking distance to the train station, the Greensborough Plaza, the watermark facility, the bus just around the corner on Grimshaw Street, the Plenty River Trail, walking tracks along there. If you're looking at the home with a family in mind, school's close at hand. We've got the Greensborough and St Mary's Primary School. We're zoned in here also for the Montmorency Secondary College. The cafes and restaurants along Grimshaw Street and Main Road, all within walking distance. The home itself, well, look, it's a real credit to Sophie and Peter. They beautifully presented the home here. So you can tell it's a home that's been well maintained throughout the time that they've owned it. And it's got everything you could be looking for. Internally, two really good sized bedrooms, the master with the walk-in room, the main family bathroom with the two-way access leading back into the master bedroom, second toilet, beautiful big plan open lounge and dining area with the high vaulted ceilings, a well-appointed kitchen. We've got polished timber floors, ducted heating, split system cooling. The rear of the property got that nice little deck entertaining area at the rear, and of course a beautiful grass area there if you've got kids or pets alike, plenty of room out there. The single lock-up garage, remote access into there, and of course internal access into the property. Through the rear of it, you've got the garage, the garden shed, and the water tank also. But an absolutely fantastic property, single level in a highly sought after locality. So that's the home, ladies and gentlemen. We'll send it live now. Max is in my ear. He's ready to take your bid. Who'd like to start me off for an opening bid of Unit 1, number 27 Warwick Road? Happy to start somewhere at the bottom of the range if you'd like to get us started. Who'd like to start me off? Online auction's no different to a street auction. No one likes to go for, yes. Alana, 640, and welcome to you, Alana. At 640, I have with Alana, one of you in it. I'll take a $10,000 rise from there. That's 600 from Regis at 650 now. Welcome to you, Regis, at 650 now. Regis holding the bid at 650, looking for a rise at 10. Two of you in it now. At 650 with Regis, who'll advance me another 10. At 650 is a bid now. 660 now with Alana, back at Alana at 660. Another 10, Regis, if you like. At 660 now with Alana, looking for a rise at 10. At 660. Steph, welcome to Steph at 70 now. 670 with Steph. At 670,000 now with Steph. Take me another 10 if you like. At 670 is the bid. At 670 now for Unit 127 Warwick Road with Steph. At 673 viewing it. Pauline, welcome to you at 700,000 now with Pauline at 700,000. I must make it clear to you, ladies and gentlemen, we are on the market. We are selling. We're playing for keeps. You're waiting to bid. Now's the time. We're at 700 with Pauline on the market and selling. Now's your time to get involved. Amanda, 720 now with Amanda at 720 with Amanda. Amanda now at 720, 10 from there if you like. At 720 with Amanda, I'll take it to 730, can I say? At 720, we're on the market, we're selling. Lynn, welcome to you, Lynn, at 730 now with Lynn. Lynn holding the bid at 730. At 730 now with Lynn. Number of our bidders here. Pauline back in now at 740. 740 with Pauline now. At 740 I have. We're selling. We're on the market at 740 with Pauline. At 740 I have. Amanda back in at 750 now. With Amanda at 750. Advance me another 10. At 750 with Amanda. At 750 is the bid. At 750,000 for Unit 127 more. Pauline's 760. Pauline 760 now with Pauline. Pauline at 760. At 760. Lynn back in at 780. Strong bidding buys real estate. At 780 now with Lynn. Lynn at 780. At 780 on bid for Unit 127 Warwick Road with Lynn at 780 now. I'll take a rise at 10 if you're. Pauline now at 790. 790 with Pauline. Round with 8 now, Lynn, if you like. At 790 with Pauline. At 790 is the bid. At 790 now. 790 is the bid. I'll take a 10 from there if we like at 790. We're on the market. Lynn back in at 800 now. Lynn at 800. 800 the bid with Lynn. Sees value in the property. Think of the locality. Walking distance for everything. Welcome to Hamish at 805 now with Hamish. At 805 with Hamish, I'll offer everyone the same courtesy. Another 5 if you like. Hamish now, new bidding at 805 with Hamish. 810 can I say. At 805 now. Pauline at 810 now. At 810 back at Pauline at 810 now. Hamish another 5 can I say. Pauline at 810. At 810 the bid's here now. At 810 we're playing for keep. At 810 now. I must make it clear, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot take 11. 811 will Hamish will go by ones. We're on the market. We're heading in the right direction. 811 now with it. Lynn at 815. Lynn now straight over the top. Lynn at 815. At 815 now. 815 with Lynn's a bid at 815. At 815 with Lynn. We're selling. We're on the market. At 815 with Lynn. Pauline back at 820. 820 now with Pauline. Pauline at 820 now. 820 is the bid. At 820. At 820 with Pauline at 820 now. At 800. I'll give everyone a moment. Understand it's a new one. 822 with Lynn. Lynn now at 822. At 822 is the bid. At 822. Bids here with Lynn. Pauline now at 823. 823 we're playing for keep. Pauline at 823. Lynn, can I say come back in? Pauline at 823 now. At 823 is the bid against you, Lynn. At 823 with Pauline. At 823 now. At 823. That's right, Max. As Max always says, one of the best advantages of buying real estate in this market, you get your weekends back. You don't have to be out looking. A 30-day settlement. We can have you in before Christmas. 825, Lynn. Lynn back in at 825 now. At 825 is the bid. 825. Bids here with Lynn at 825,000. Think of what the property has. Beautiful big sized bedroom. Open plan out there onto the deck. Good sized yard. Single level. High ceilings. Ducted heating. Split system cooling. It's got everything you could be looking for. 826 with Pauline at 826 now. Round with 830 if you like. At 826 with Pauline. We're here. We're selling at 826. At 826 the bid. 826 with Pauline now. At 826. Look, I want to dive down the camera and invite everyone into the bidding and seeing the value of the property at 826 now. 826 the bid with Pauline at 826. You've been with me from the start. At 826 now. I'll take one if it helps. Lynn strong bidding at 830. Back with Lynn now at 830. At 830,000's the bid with Lynn now at 830. At 830 the bid with Lynn. Bids here with Lynn at 830. Give everyone a moment to picture themselves living in the property, walking distance. Here I've been doing the auction tonight in the office. I can see Urban Groove across the road, all within walking distance. Come down to the cafes and the restaurants. Enjoy the benefits that living in a close proximity here has to offer. 830, 500 with Pauline now at 830, 500 with Pauline. At 830, 500 with Pauline. At 830, $500 with Pauline now. At 830, 500. Bids here with Pauline at 830, 500. At 830,500. Hamish at 833, back in Hamish now at 833. At 833 with Hamish. Hamish holding the bid at 833 net. Lynn at 835, straight back in. Lynn at 835. Hamish, can I say? Lynn now at 835. Hamish, another bid if you like. Lynn holding the bid at 835. 836 now, back with Hamish at 836. Round with 840 if you like, Lynn. Hamish now at 836. At 836, this is what happens with popular properties. People see great value. They're hard to find. At 836, we're on the market. We're selling. At 836, 500 with Pauline. Now at 836, 500 with Pauline. At 836, 500 with Pauline. At 836, 500 with Pauline. At 836,500. The unit one. 838 back now with Hamish at 838 with Hamish. Round with 840 if you like at 838 now with Hamish. Hamish holding the bid. 838,000. Potentially yours at this point, Hamish. Keys are close to being yours at 838 now. Bids with Hamish. Another bid if you like there, Lynn or Pauline at 838,000. 838,000. Bids with Hamish. We're on the market. Pauline at 838, 500 now with Pauline at 838, 500. At 838, 500 with Pauline. Hamish, you're coming back in. At 838, 500 now with Pauline. Take it 840 if you like. At 838, 500. 839 with Lynn now. Lynn now at 839. 839 with Lynn. Get you Pauline and Hamish at 839 now with Lynn. At 839,000. Bids here with Lynn at 839,000. At 8, Pauline 839, 500 with Pauline. Lynn round with 840 if you like. At 839, 500 with Pauline. The bids here at 839, 500. 840 Hamish in at 840 now. Hamish in at 840,000. Out in front at 840 now with Hamish. At 840 is the bid. At 840 now. At 840 is the bid with Hamish. 845 from Pauline now at 840, 500 from Pauline. At 840, 500. Bids with Pauline at 840, 500. At 840, 500 now with Pauline. Hamish coming back in if you like at 840, 500 with Pauline. At 840,500. We're selling. We're on the market. Playing for keeps. At 840, 500. Give everyone a moment here. I must make it clear too, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot take a late bid. You're waiting to bid. Now's the time. We're at 840, 500 on the market and selling. 841, 500. Who was that from, Max? Hamish at 841, 500 now. Back with Hamish at 841, 500. 841, 500. Hamish out in front now at 841, 500 with Hamish. At 841, 500. Pauline, 842 with Pauline. 842 now with Pauline. Hamish, can I say, at 842 now with Pauline. Bid with Pauline at 842. Hamish coming back in at 842 now. At 845, strong bidding Hamish. 845 now with Hamish. At 845. Bids with Hamish at 845 now. At 845. Bids with Hamish at 845 against you, Pauline. At 845 now with Hamish. Pauline at 845, 500 now. Pauline back in front at 845, 500. Back to you, Hamish, if you like. At 845, 500 with Pauline. Bids here. 845, 500 with Pauline. Another bid if you like. At 845, 500. At 845, 500 with Pauline. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, these properties are very hard to find, which is a result of our auction here this evening. Incredibly sought after, single level in the right locality. At 845, 500 with Pauline. Cannot take a late bid once the property down, it will be sold. 846, Hamish back in now at 846 with Hamish. Hamish now at 846, Pauline if you like. At 846 with Hamish. At 846 the bid. Bids here with him. 846, 500 with Pauline now at 846, 500. Pauline now at 846, 500. Hamish, you coming back in at 846, 500 with Pauline. 846, 500 is the bid. At 846, 500. As I said, 30 days can get in before Christmas. 847, 500 now with Hamish. 847, 500 with Hamish. Hamish now at 847, 500. Pauline, you're coming back in at 847, 500 with Hamish. At $847,500 now. Pauline now at 848. We're sounding like we're getting down to the end here now. Pauline at 848. Hamish round at 850 if you like. At 848 with Pauline. At Pauline now at 848. Bids with Pauline at 848,000. Strong bidding Hamish now at 850. Hamish now at 850. Pauline back in if you like at 850 now with Hamish. 850 is the bid with Hamish. Pauline, you're coming back in at 850 now with Hamish. At 850. At 850 the bid here. Hamish out in front. It's about to be his property soon. But I don't get another bid at 850,000. Bids with Hamish. We are on the market. We are selling at 850,000. Want to give everyone ample opportunity to bid here. Don't want to miss anyone. At 850. 850, 500 with Pauline back in now. At 850, 500 with Pauline. Hamish, back to you if you like. At 850, 500 with Pauline. Back to you, Hamish, now. At 850, 500 I have. At 850, 500 fairly bid I had. We're selling. We're on the market. Now's the time to bid. At 850, 500 with Pauline. At 850, 500 now. Give you an opportunity. Any of our other registered bidders now. Now's the time to jump in. At 850, 500 with Pauline. We've bid. We're here. We are selling. At 850. 851 now. Hamish back in at 851. 852 if you like, Pauline. At 851 with Hamish. At 851 the bids with Hamish. Pauline, you're back in if you like. At 851 with Hamish. Bids here with Hamish at 851,000. At 851 now. Bids here 851 with Hamish. We're on the market. We're selling at 850. Pauline now back at 851, 500. Back to you, Hamish, if you like. Pauline now at 851, 500. At 851,500. Fairly bid with Pauline on the market and selling at 851, 500. At 851, 500 with Pauline now. At 851, 500. At 851, 500. Okay. Hamish now at 852. At 852. At 852 with Hamish. Pauline, can I say? I think we're down to the final two, as they say. At 852 now with Hamish. 852 is the bid with Hamish. Pauline, 852, 500. Back to Pauline now at 852, 500. Hamish, you're coming back in. At 852, 500 with Pauline. At 852, 500. At 852, 500. Bid with Pauline. Gets you, Hamish. At 852, 500. Give you a moment. As I said, I can't take a low bid. 853 back now with Hamish at 853. Round with 855 if you like, Pauline. At 853 now with Hamish. 853 with Hamish. Bids here at 853,000. At 853 now. We're selling, we're on the market, we're playing for keeps at 853,000. I'll call it 3 times at 853,000 for the first call at 853,000. For the second call at 800 and Pauline 855 now. Pauline at 855. Back to you, Hamish, if you like. At 855 with Pauline. Hamish coming back in. At 855 with Pauline. Hamish, if you like. At 855 now. Bid with Pauline at 855. At 850. 855, 500. Back at Hamish now. Hamish in front at 855, 500. Pauline, if you like. At 855, 500 now with Hamish. At 855, 500. Bids with Hamish at 855, 500. We're on the market. We're selling at 855, 500. At 855, 500. For the first call at 855, 500. For the second call at 855, 500. For the third and final call, bids with Hamish at 855, 500. I cannot take a lead. Pauline back in now at 856. Pauline back in at 856 against you, Hamish. 856 now with Pauline. Hamish here coming back in at 856 with Pauline now. Pauline at 856. Hamish here coming back in at 856 now with Pauline. Pauline at 856. Bids here. Pauline at 856,000. At 856 to bid. Give you a moment, Hamish, if you like. At 857 now with Hamish. 857 with Hamish. Remember at 860 if you like, Pauline. At 857 with Hamish. Take any advance on that at this point. At 857,000 bids with Hamish. We're selling. We're on the market. At 857,000. Now's the time to bid. At 857,000. At 857. First call. At 857,000 with Hamish. For the second call at 857,000. Are we done? Finished, silent at 857,000. Bids with Hamish for the third. And who's that from, mate? 857,500 from Pauline. Back in now at 857,500. Back to you, Hamish, if you like. At 857,500 with Pauline. At 857,500, Hamish, can I say? At 857,500 with Pauline, that bids on the market. We're selling at 857,500. First call at 857,500. For the second call at 857,500. Bids with Pauline. Who was that with, Max? Sorry. Hamish at 858 now. Back with Hamish at 858 against you, Pauline. Hamish now at 858,000. At 858. 858 with Hamish is the bid. At 858. At 858 now with Hamish. Pauline, another 500 if you like. At 858 now with Hamish. At 858. At 858. Put yourself living in this area for the next 10, 20 years. Everything in close proximity. It doesn't get any better than that. We're at 858,000. The bids with Hamish. We're on the market. We're selling. Now's the time at 858. 858's the bid. I'll call it 3 times. At 858. For the first call at 858,000. For the second call at 858,000. Are we done? Finish, Pauline. I'll give you a chance here now. At 858, the bid with Hamish. For the third and final call. I don't want to miss anyone now. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, I can't take a late bid. If you're waiting to bid, now's the time. I'll leave that to the end there, Pauline, but that's okay. 858, 500 back with Pauline now against you, Hamish. At 858, 500 with Pauline. Pauline now at 858, 500 back to you, Hamish. 860 now with Hamish. At 860,000's the bid. At 860 with Hamish. 860's the bid with Hamish against you, Pauline. At 860 now. At 860 they have. at 860. At 860 the bid. Give you a moment here, Pauline, or any of our other registered bidders. Now is the time to jump in. At 860,000. At 860 now with Hamish. Bids with Hamish. We're selling. We are on the market at 860,000 for the first call at 860,000. Paul, 860, 500 from Pauline now back in front at 860, 500 with Pauline. Back to you, Hamish, at 860, 500 with Pauline. Pauline now at 860, 500. At 860, 500 with Pauline. At 860, 500. At 860, 500 with Pauline now. At 860, 500, Hamish, you're coming back in. At 860, 500 with Pauline. We're playing for keeps. At 860, 500. 861 for Hamish now. 861 for Hamish. Hamish now at 861. Hamish now at 861 against you now, Pauline. Hamish out in front at 861. Pauline, you're coming back in. At 861 now with Hamish. At 861 I have. Bids here with Hamish. We're selling at 861. At 861 now. At 861 with Hamish. At 861,000 for the first call at 861,000. Bids with Hamish at 861 for the second call at 861,000. Hamish now holding the bid at 861 for the third and final call at 861 now. Bids with Hamish. I'm about to knock the property down. If I don't get another bid, give everyone an opportunity here now at 861. Bids with Hamish. We might be there, ladies and gentlemen, at 861. Bid up the tower because we can't see down the camera. We're at 861. Bids with Hamish. Nothing in my ear from Max there. At 861. I think we're about done, ladies and gentlemen. Pauline, now's the time to come in. If you're coming back in at 861 with Hamish. I cannot take a late bid. You're waiting to bid. Now's the time. We're at 861. These properties are hard to find. At 861 now with Hamish. At 861, we're about to sell the property, I think, ladies and gentlemen, at 861. Just want to give that last moment to everyone. Don't miss anyone now at 861. Sure, probably Hamish is screaming at the camera, but we'll get there shortly. At 861. At 861. Going once, twice, third and final call. We are going. 861. Sold. Congratulations to Hamish. Commiserations to our wonder bidders. Thanks to everyone for attending. Sophie and Peter, congratulations to you on the sale of your property. And if anyone's got any questions in relation to the local real estate market, please give myself or the rest of my team a buzz. Stay safe, have a great night, and have a great weekend. Cheers.